a civil servant has described for the first time how he fought off a terrorist on London Bridge with a narwhal tusk. Darryn Frost, who works in the Ministry of Justice's Communications Department, has spoken about how he grabbed the artifact from the wall in Fishmongers Hall as Usman Khan ran at members of the public with knives on 29th of November. Khan, armed with 2 knives and wearing a fake suicide vest, killed Saskia Jones, 23, and Jack Merritt, 25, in the attack during the prisoner rehabilitation program. Despite footage showing Mr. Frost and other members of the public fending off Khan as they moved from the hall onto the bridge, the civil servant's identity has remained a mystery until now. The 38-year-old South African, who has lived in the UK for 14 years, gave his account of the horrible day to urge people to unite against terrorism and raise money for the victims' families. He said he was attending the event but ran to help when he heard a ruckus downstairs. "When we heard the noise from the floor below, a few of us rushed to the scene," he told a PA news agency. "I took a narwhal tusk from the wall and used it to defend myself and others from the attacker." Another man was holding the attacker at bay with a wooden chair. "I ran down the stairs, stood next to the man with the chair, and the 2 of us confronted the attacker. He had knives in both hands and, upon seeing me with the narwhal tusk, pointed at his midriff. He turned and spoke to me, then indicated he had an explosive device around his waist. At this point, the man next to me threw his chair at the attacker, who then started running towards him with knives raised above his head." Mr. Frost said he passed the tusk to the other man before running back upstairs to find another to use. When he came back down he found the first tusk shattered across the floor as people fled the building. He said, along with others, "I pursued the attacker, tusk in hand, onto the bridge. We called out to warn the public of the danger and, after a struggle, managed to restrain him to the ground. At that point I was trying to isolate the blades by holding his wrists so that he could not hurt anyone or set off the device." Mr. Frost offered his sincere condolences to the victims' families and friends, adding, "In reading about their lives and work I am convinced they represent all that is good in the world, and I will always feel the deep hurt of not being able to save them." He revealed some of the injured refused treatment until others who were more seriously hurt were tended to first. "That consideration and kindness filled me with hope on that dark day," he added. Mr. Frost said he was eternally grateful to the prisoners from the course and public who ran to help.